Now, Polly, let's start at where this test match started. At the
Mhm.
start, you have a toss, and before that, you announced 11. In the 11, India had four all-rounders. Is that one too many, you think? Because South Africa, on the other hand, backed regular bowlers. In India's case, there was two proper batters. Now, Washington Sundar has bowled one over across both innings, and they have the likes of Devdutt Padikkal and Sai Sudarshan sitting outside who are bona fide batters. Now, where do you think, or rather, what do you think India have done right or wrong in having four all-rounders?
Well, from the outside, it doesn't look like you picked four rounders the way it panned out. It just looked like you picked three, and then Washington Sundar was picked as a batter. So for me, it seems that what they decided was Sai Sudarshan and Padikkal batting wasn't as good as Washington Sundar. So that's what it looks like. So if that is the case, then they only picked the three. But yeah, specialists are specialists for a reason, and particularly in this format, sometimes we get dragged in because of the amount of T20 cricket and one-day cricket that is played. You kind of think anyone who can bowl a few overs or do this or do whatever can be classed as an all-rounder. It's not the case in Test cricket. You need to pick your specialist. I'm not saying Washington Sundar isn't more of a specialist, but I'm just saying the thinking needs to be who is the top six that are going to get me 300 and something runs, and who are the four bowlers that are going to get me my 20 wickets, and you throw your wicket keeper. And if he contributes with the bat, so be it. That's great. And I think that needs to be thinking. So if it was clouded by the fact that they can do bits and pieces, then it is a worry for India. If it was clear cut that he was a better batter than the other two, then I don't have any issue with it.
By the way, pardon me, I said four all-rounders, three all-rounders, Washington, Jadeja, and Akshar. All three are bona fide all-rounders. Now, it's interesting the kind of press conferences that Gautam Gambhir has, because he has come out and said, this pitch had no demons. You needed to apply. It wasn't unplayable as shown by Temba, Washington, and Akshar Patel. The pitch is what we asked for, and the curator was extremely supportive. This was chaseable. Our batters needed to adapt better on this pitch. You ought to be able to play spin. Your thoughts?
When he says the only issue I've actually got is about no demons, I don't agree with that one. I think it was very difficult at times. I think there were certain deliveries that were unplayable. I mean, in the first innings against the faster bowlers, those three that Bumrah got, I'm thinking of them offhand. So you've got Markram, you've got Zorzi, and the one to Harmer. There was nothing anyone can do about it. And if you've got a surface where there's nothing you can do about it, then I would suggest that there actually were a few demons. Some of those deliveries in the second innings when you were facing Jadeja, unplayable, really, some of them. And even Temba Bavuma, I get the point, and I think it's coming more from a point. I think if you look back, he might take away there weren't that many demons, might have been the word he could have said with regards to no, because there was definitely some that played a part in the wickets falling. But his point is probably going more down the lines of, hey, it's these batters. We need to show more application. We need to show the ability to bat on different surfaces. Temba Bavuma, he got the 50, but he had plenty of times where the ball beat the bat and there was nothing he could do about it. So yeah, I would say there were demons. I would say it was very difficult and you could get an unplayable delivery, which is kind of not what you really want. But I do get his point about the batters. Even though it was difficult, they should have showed better application.